Is Pandora's gold-plated bracelet really worth $200 or just a waste of money? When I first saw 14K gold-plated, I honestly thought I knew what I was paying for. It says gold, so it's all good, right? Well, I was wrong. So in this video, I'll show you exactly what Pandora means by gold-plated and what you can realistically expect when spending $200 on a bracelet. I've tested Pandora jewelry before using acid, even breaking pieces apart, and you and I will be doing the same in this video and more. But before we get to the gold test, let's see how durable this bracelet actually is. Pandora is all about charms, which means it's normal to worry about the clasp wearing out over time. So for the first test, I'm going to open and close this clasp 200 times to see whether it feels any looser than another brand new bracelet. These are both brand new bracelets, just to say. Don't worry, I'll speed this up for you. In my head, opening and closing this thing is like wearing it a few times a week over the course of a year, for example. If it's going to get loose, this should reveal it. Okay, I've opened and closed this bracelet now 200 times. There's no visual change, at least, from me scratching it or something, right? So let me check if the clasp of another bracelet feels somewhat stronger. Okay, let's just check. This is a new one. No. It feels exactly the same. No change at all. Nice. I think your charms are going to be safe. The clasp is important, but personally I'm always bumping into things and my bracelets take the hit. So next, let's find out how careful you really need to be with a Pandora gold-plated bracelet. The gold plating looks stunning, but it's delicate. The fear is that a few scratches are all it takes to ruin the shine and expose the metal underneath. I'm putting this bracelet through an accelerated wear and tear, worst case scenario, test using a box full of nails. This is obviously an extreme test, but if the plating can survive this, it should handle real life, such as code zippers, keys, coins, or even stacking jewelry, right? It's like a lunchbox. Okay. Set aside. What do you think? Feel free to pause the video here if you like. Looks fine to me. Not bad. Not bad at all. But there's another big question. Will the bracelet itself still look good once you've worn it for a while? The biggest complaints about Pandora jewelry, I've seen it so far in the comments, especially the gold-plated pieces, is that they tarnish way too quickly. Some people say theirs turn dark in just a few weeks. Again, I can't wear a bracelet for 6 months straight just to do this test, so I'm going to simulate weeks of sweaty wear in just one night. I'm not an expert, but according to Google, this mix of salt water and lemon juice copies the chemistry of sweat, salty, slightly acidic, and accelerates the tarnishing process. Leaving the bracelet in here overnight shows us how the metal reacts long term. But then again, this is the first time I'm doing this test, so, you know, let's see. Okay, it is now almost 25 plus hours. According to Google, the test bracelet should be slightly dull. So this is the old one. What do you think? To me, it doesn't look like it has changed much, so it's either my test didn't work or the bracelet is simply quite sturdy, which would be quite good. Next, I'm going to cut this bracelet open to see what's underneath. But first, let's quickly clear up what 14K gold-plated actually means. Think of a chocolate-covered strawberry. The chocolate is real, but thin, and underneath it's mostly strawberry. That's what plating is, a thin layer of real gold on top of another metal. I asked the Pandora manager in London, who was super nice by the way, what the bracelet is made of underneath the gold. It's sterling silver mixed with copper, plus a very thin palladium or platinum layer to help the gold stick and reduce tarnishing. They also mentioned it's nickel-free. Okay. Ah, this hurts. I don't want to do this. Okay. Feel free to pause the video here. It's really hard to see another metal being used inside because of the way the bracelet chain is constructed. Again, what do you think? I should maybe add that I purchased these bracelets with my own money, right? So
there's no sponsor or something.
So now that we've opened it up, we can finally test all parts of the bracelet, the plating, the clasp, and the inner core metal to see exactly what they're made of. And to be 100% certain, we're going to be using acid to test if the metal is actually real gold or something completely different.
There's different acid used to test different metals. The way it works is if you pour acid on the metal, the liquid will change its color over a period of time as it's reacting with the metal. In this case, it should turn into a dark color, which proves it's 14 karat gold. And yeah, cool, the clasp looks like it's indeed 14 karat gold because it turned dark, basically like the instructions said. Next, let's test the chain. So interestingly, it looks like the liquid is more or less absorbed by the bracelet's construction, which may explain why it doesn't change the color on top at all. The other part of the bracelet is again 14 karat gold, which is good. I'm now putting the same 14 karat gold acid test on the inside to see if it also becomes dark. Again, it looks like the construction of the chain absorbs the acid even on the inside as well. So it's hard to tell what the inside is made of, but we can say that at least all the outside parts seem to be 14 karat gold.
And I guess the last test is for you. Do you think Pandora's gold-plated bracelet is worth it?